What's pilly poppin' Shane Gang? Welcome back to another episode of Skyrim. Happy Monday. Today we're going to be playing the Skyrim quest that we've been playing for the last 150 episodes. So I hope you're excited. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it by talking to Inigo. What's going on, Inigo? What's up for today?
Hey, what's up? It's me, Inigo, your favorite furry feline.
Oh hell yeah, Inigo! Can you sing a little song for us?
No, unfortunately, I got the coronavirus, so I
fuck.
can no longer sing. It's
Oh
sad.
fuck! I'm sorry, Inigo.
But I figured you could actually commentate for an episode, because usually I provide the entertainment value.
This is
you
true.
know, so
This is absolutely true. I could probably
Be
comment.
nice. You could contribute to the series for once.
So, Inigo, how'd you contract the coronavirus?
Yeah, it was going out to get my fancy fish, in the can from the Dollar General.
Yeah.
In that one province of Skyrim that I can't seem to remember at the current point in time.
Yeah, it's fine. The coronavirus is killing your brain cells. I get it.
Either way, you understand. So I was going to get my fancy feast when all of a sudden this storm cloak cough into my fancy feast, and I go, oh no, it's very unepic.
Oh
so,
no.
Yeah, so I think those dirty the storm cloaks really did fuck me over.
Probably did, dude. I'm sorry. Fuck.
It's part of the conspiracy, It wasn't the Chinese after all. It was the storm cloaks.
Shit.
Somebody's got to tell President Trump immediately.
Shit, dude. That fucking sucks. The
I know.
Inigo,
Oh.
why'd you let your little cat brother in my room?
He liked to vibe, he'd like to see you every now and then. Probably hadn't been fed in a good 2 days, so you know how it be.
I do know how it'd be. Oh.
This very much pleases Inigo. You know what does not please Inigo though? Is tower.
Yeah,
this tower very
This
bad.
Tower Garbo.
Yeah, and I don't even like this game half the time, but this tower especially pretty pee-pee poo-poo, as I like to call it.
It do be pee pee poo poo. You are absolutely
Where
right, Inigo.
where I come from, the Khajiits, we either describe as something clap clap epic or very pee-pee poo-poo, and this is very much pee-pee poo-poo.
I'm glad that we agree on that, Inigo.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No, Inigo, no.
Oh, sorry. That was a hairball. That wasn't corona.
Oh, whew.
But yeah, sorry. It's the thing we cats do, just be in mid conversation and the hairball come out. I don't think that's related. We clean ourselves. I lick my own asshole from time to time.
Yeah, as you do.
Sometime the ass hair get kind of lodged in there, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Hope it's all right.
Yeah. So is this going to be a filler episode of Skyrim, Mr. Can I call you gaming? Can I call you?
Yeah, you can call me Mr. Gaming.
Mr. Gaming.
I think you could definitely say that this would be a filler episode of Skyrim. Not too fillery, but a little bit, a little bit. Because we're not going to be making... Oh, fuck.
That looked pretty filler to me. I don't know. It's very much like a filler move you just made there.
Yeah, unfortunately. So what's your day like? You do anything for Easter? Inigo?
Easter's in April, so
yeah.
That's a little farther away. Also, the Khajiit do not worship human prophets. We tend to stick to our more cat divine beasts.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like the Garfield. You ever heard of him?
I have heard of Garfield.
He hate the Mondays, dude, every time. So we at the Khajiit every Monday. That is our day of Sabbath. Don't do anything on Monday, just like our King Garfield do. So
that sounds kind of.
Yeah, we don't really do Easter.
That sounds kind of Mobamba of you.
Oh, the song from the SHROUDED. Okay, I get you. I get you. Yes, Mr. SHROUDED does in fact have very many flows. I haven't heard much of them myself, but I believe Mr. Wes when he says this. Very much pleases me.
I'm glad. because
Where did you What did you do for Easter, Mr.
Oh,
Zoomster? Mr. Gaming, my bad. I'm sorry.
Well, I went to a family reunion and I accidentally ended up having like 4-course anal sex with my first cousin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It sounds like another Wednesday for us at the Khajiit household. You know, when the warm weather hits and the cats, you know, we get kind of dry and horny very often. And you know, I'd be looking at my sister in some lights, and another light she'd be looking kind of how you say, a baddie.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I can understand. But 4-course anal seems very interesting. I didn't know
It was
humans did that.
It's a
very
little
often.
too in depth for my liking.
Oh, okay.
You know, going 4 rounds all at once, you know, in a row is a little insane, a little tiring too. But
I get you.
no, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Not very challenging for Mr. Gaming, though. I assume.
No,
I assume
no, not at all, not at all.
You handled it pretty well.
We did handle it pretty well,
It was best as you could handle 4-course anal.
Very, very well.
Do what you gotta do in my case. So, you know. This be looking like the cat post you have in your living room, Mr. Zoomster.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
I love to climb that shit all the time. I go up the cat post, I go down the cat post. I say, this right here, my game of the year every year, the cat post. Sometimes Bethesda come out with the laser. You know, you point the laser at the ground, you go run around it for a while, but that game can be kind of glitchy at points. So I don't really
fair.
like that
That's
one.
fair. That game can
Sometimes
be
the
a
laser
little...
gets caught behind shit, but no, the cat pulse is very, very strong. Very strong.
That's exciting, dude. I'm glad you really enjoy it.
I would hope to see your cat doing it as well, but poor homie looked like he hadn't eaten in a week, so no.
You know, it's just
Maybe when he gets his strength up.
Yeah, it'll be epic to see him try and do it. You know, with you, Inigo. See if you can top your high score.
Oh well, unfortunately, me being 6 feet, I doubt he could. But you know, I'm sure little homie could try. Sure little homie could try.
I can't do it.
Mr. Gaming, have you got a condition? something bothering you, Mr. Gaming?
I can't do it.
Did you get the corona last week? Is that what it is? Tom Spanks could get it. I'm pretty sure you could as well.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
You did it! Hey!
Tower.
Hey! This is very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Very.
I did not like this tower. I thought it would have taken longer, but you did. You
Yeah.
did very well.
I thought a couple things recently were gonna take longer.
like what, Mr. Gaming? What did you think would take longer than that?
Well, thank you for watching Chain Gang. That's the end of this episode of Skyrim. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Leave a like for Inigo's family. He's in this troubling time. And
very much. My sister will not talk to me again. If you see her, please tell her Inigo misses her and she wishes to communicate again despite the anal prolapse. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll see you all next Monday.
All right. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jay the Zoomster. Welcome back to Break for a While.
What's up? It's Aden. Hey, that was weird. That sure was a thing that happened in this series.
That was hands down the worst thing that I think we've done on this series.
But see, you said that about the Unobo bit.
That's true. That's true. This was better than that. So the Unobo bit probably still the worst thing, but this was special. This was really, really, really special.
Jay said he had a genius idea for the intro, but little did I know the extent to which Jay had.
Little did I know the extent of what was planned. So
that was all Jay's idea. I had nothing to do with that.
How much of Inigo lore did you know going into the bit?
Like nothing. Like I watched a couple of Parker Skyrim videos, and I know he kind of had that deep sort of accent.
The fucking accent was my favorite part of that shit.
I knew his voice, and I knew he was a Khajiit, and I knew Stormbloods were bad in Skyrim, apparently.
That was like...
And the rest is cat humor.
No, that was just... Something about that, dude. Something about the fucking... when I mentioned Mobamba, you're like, oh, the Sheck West. That was just the funniest shit I think I've ever heard. And I don't know what made it work so well. It's like you had this kind of like French accent, and French accents done comedically can be amazing.
I was just trying to go for like kind of like Middle Eastern dad
Mhm.
and a little bit of French in there. So I don't know what the fuck happened. I hope y'all enjoyed it, cause
I quite
I don't know if
enjoyed
they're
it
gonna
myself.
let Inigo back on the show after
Maybe not.
that.
Maybe not, but you know, it is.
Hopefully that worked
It is
out.
what it is. We're gonna keep on going. You know, it's really nice to see how this outfit looks without all the armor and shit on it, like all the weaponry. But it do be kind of a nice outfit.
It'd be looking aesthetic as fuck.
I agree. So
I have to concur.
I do not have a plan for this episode of Breath of the Wild.
Other than said tower, we just
Yeah,
did.
and I thought that was gonna take us far longer. So
was part of the plan.
I
I say we just head. I just say we head. You know,
you want to head towards the Ritos or
head toward the new area. We don't have to get to Rito in a
Fair
long
enough.
time, but we can at least, you know, vibe that way. And even more epic, get our horse,
we
ride our
can.
horse.
So let me go ahead and warp to a stable.
Yeah, find a good.
ooh,
What's the
actually-
closest stable?
Actually,
Because we don't want one terribly far away. Ooh.
Do you want to try and do a shrine quest?
Ooh.
Or do you still want to
that
try
could
and
be fun.
explore this area? Because we could probably knock a shrine quest out this episode.
Think it's possible.
Great Hyrule Forest. There's a really dope one up here, actually. Do you want to go up here?
We could do that.
Awesome.
Be tight, and then we can start heading that way.
So I'll go ahead and go back to this tower and fly off from here. And we'll go to the Typhlo Ruins. One of my favorite shrine quests in the game that I forgot existed until I got the map back because I didn't remember what it was called.
You just been kind of looking at like stuff we can do because we're so far ahead at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying
that,
like to hold off the Divine Beast because that means like the more we do of those, the closer we get to the ending of the series. And there's still
Right.
shit I want to show off.
And we're not even at episode 20 yet. So Jay was just like going through like, oh, this one, that one could be fun. But then he also at the same time discovered a bunch of horrid shit that like I don't even want to talk
Yeah.
about how bad some of these shrine quests that we could potentially be doing are.
Yeah, there's one, I was telling Aden about this earlier today, that you have to follow this little Korok homie, and it's like a rite of passage for the little Korok to go to where the shrine is, and he has to do it by himself, but you have to follow him so you can know where it is. But if you get spotted, you have to redo it, the whole thing. And sure, that's fine. That sounds like, you know, maybe a little annoying, but no, it gets worse because little homie will get attacked by enemies, and you have to kill the enemies too without him seeing it.
Oh, damn.
And as annoying as it is, it do be kind of cute to see little Korok homie be happy with himself when he makes it.
Right. But I mean, we're already getting all 999 Korok seeds. There's no reason to do more Korok stuff on top of that.
Oh, this is not where we need to be right now. Oopsie daisy. Whoops.
Where's this?
That's the special place right there.
King shit?
Yeah, you could say that. That's for a later episode. We're not quite there yet in terms of hearts.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. So we got to go around it, don't
Oh,
we?
yeah, we do. Is it still raining?
Is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible. We didn't...
Okay. 'Cause it looks like it's blocking off us no matter where we kind of tackle it from. I guess you just have to be further away.
Yeah. This is really dope, though. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a good vantage point up here so you can see it. No, it's covered in fog. It's probably because that's actually an area that's not truly part of the open world. That's like a preloaded area, I believe, that you enter when you like the well, I was gonna like the Divine Beast, like how those the interiors of those aren't technically still in the open world. They're like a different pre-rendered room, and shrines as well. The interior of the Lost Woods is basically the same way.
Interesting. I don't think I know that.
Yeah, so
I guess it's just always been foggy, and I just assume that's what it looks like all the time.
yeah, we'll be going there in a couple episodes now, like surprisingly.
We're not too far off.
So that'll be exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and put
We're
my
still,
gear back on.
Just a few shrines away and everything to getting there.
Definitely, definitely. So.
But it's nice to see that we're doing another exploration episode because it's been a
hot minute. We've been a little plot focused for a bit, but we're gonna dive. Don't worry
focus.
if you're more interested in the Divine Beast stuff. We're gonna dive more into that soon.
Very soon.
Very soon. We're gonna go ahead and go to the Rito area because both Aiden and I love that area. So,
Yeah.
but
we never been. This is the last sort of area we've yet to really explore a whole lot in this side of Hyrule. As you see, we just got the tower earlier, but we've never really checked out a whole lot of this region before because we've never really had to go to it for anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool that even though we're technically doing a side quest over there, it'll be nice to kind of show off a bit of this location as well, so you can kind of get an idea what the general geography is.
I think for future episodes, I'm going to specifically find like areas I want to show off on the map, and then find something to do in that area. So it's not just me going, hey, check out this area because it's really cool. I want to at least make it so like, hey, check out this area because it's really cool and we're going to do something in it, right? So that it's a little bit more interesting.
Kind of like with the lower area in that like beach village.
Yeah, like I was like, hey, check out this area and we're going to do a shrine and I'm going to show you off my favorite village in the game.
Ooh.
Here we go.
A trial. The Shrouded Shrine. Hey, okay. This is kind of scary as fuck a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because this is not like Eventide or a maze. This is an entire huge section of the map that's just actually fucking dark.
Yep.
Interesting.
That's
Does the geography change at all, or is this the exact same, I assume?
It's pretty much the exact same. It's just dark.
Oh, good lord.
But it's another one of those cool parts of the game where it's like...
Yeah, I've never seen this before at all.
It's a whole...
I think we have this arrow.
Maze. Yup.
And a luminous stone.
I believe there's torches in here. So we'll just wander around until we find one.
Like the deep woods in Mario Odyssey. I see you, Nintendo.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, shit. What the fuck was that? Was that a spider?
I don't know. I didn't see what it was. But we got hit by something.
It looked like a fucking spider. Maybe it's just because we saw the fucking Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets yesterday. I'd be thinking about spiders. It's going to be a weird sub-theme in this series. Is at the same time that we're recording this, me, you, and Parker are watching the Harry Potter films. So there's just going to be episodes where, like, randomly, we're going to be talking about the game, and then we're going to be like, so Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban was epic.
This is a good-ass film, though, so I don't...
Let me tell you, it was epic. Better than Chamber of Secrets and Sorcerer's Stone. And that's fine. But if you want more Harry Potter opinions, I guess you'll just have to like, comment, subscribe.
Check out
keep
the
watching.
Aden on Anchor.
I'm not doing an Aden on Anchor on Harry Potter. I might do a March movie roundup after the fact, but
so there we go. I think
You're
we have that
very
torch
early in
right there
March.
to help us kind of figure
a
out.
little homie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have anything wooden? No, the one time that I would love to have a wooden weapon.
Not for you.
We don't
You
even
could
have
cut one of the trees down though, right?
Yeah, but the chances of it like actually giving us what we want.
Oh, we typically do have bad luck around here, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
let's
then.
just continue on.
More wandering in the darkness, vibing through the woods. Did I ever tell you about the
We zoned out.
oh shit? Did you fucking die?
I guess.
I couldn't even tell what killed you at all. But did you hear about the man tracker incident in my childhood?
The man tracker?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
That story?
I don't think I did.
So there was a show, I forgot where. I'm gonna guess like Nat Geo or something like that. But it was a show called Man Tracker.
Okay.
And the premise of the show was that they would let these sort of random people like go into the wilderness, and they would have a head start of like a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
And then there would be a professional like man tracker basically, who would track them down, and if they caught them, then he would win. But if the people got away, they would win like a little bit of money.
Okay.
So that was always a big part of it. And we loved the show as kids. We were like 5 and 6 at the time. Loved the death, loved the concept of the show. And so my dad and I had went to, my dad, Ethan and I rather, went to Chickasaw, which is like this little park or whatever, not that big or whatever.
Oh no.
And he was like, we should do an episode of Man Tracker and try it out for ourselves. And we were like, okay, we'll go ahead. We'll get like a head start of 5 minutes. And then you'll have to try to track us down. You know, kind of like hide and seek. But if hide and seek was in a fucking state park and there's like fucking woods and roads and all this sort of shit. So we go, me and Ethan, again, 5 and 6, like grade school. And we go, we run, and we decide, you know what, rather than hide, let's just run really fast. They'll never be able to catch us if we just run through it. So that's what we do. We run really fast. We get that 5 to 10 minute start, and we make it all the way through the trail. And then we get to the end, and we're at the parking lot. And we were like, cool, we won. But where's Dad at? And so a couple of minutes turned into 10 minutes, and 10 minutes turned into 20 minutes, and homie wasn't there at all. And at this point, me and Ethan, being 5 and 6, started doing the 5 and 6-year-old thing of crying because we had no idea where the homie was at.
Yeah.
Eventually, after about 45 minutes to an hour, he come out and he's like, "Oh, you guys must have ran through that thing because I was trying to methodically like search through the entire place." And we were just so happy to see him or whatever, because we had thought he had just disappeared or gotten lost or some shit. And yeah, my dad was like, "Don't tell my mom about that ever." And so she found out, of course. And then she got pissed at everybody involved because, you know what? 5 or 6-year-old could have got lost or eaten by a bear or like got kidnapped or ran into. We didn't know it at the time. We're like, what's the big deal? You know? But obviously, she was pretty pissed about that, and I don't think we ever watched the show again. So
that might be one of my favorite stories that you've ever told.
Yeah,
it's just one of those things where you know where it's going.
Yeah,
you know that it's not gonna end well.
And the thing is, like, I've gone to that park multiple times, and I've walked through it multiple times, and it's really peaceful and it's really nice. But like, something about that age. And not being near your parents and like in somewhere like that in the woods, is a lot scarier.
Yeah, definitely.
So
yeah.
I figure I'd tell you that story.
When we watching Man Tracker?
I don't even know. That show. How many? I wonder how long that show went for. I bet.
I'm curious myself.
Because I've never seen another episode afterwards.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Man Tracker is a Canadian reality TV series. Premiered in Canada on the Outdoor Life Network in the US. And then it airs on Science Channel and Discovery Family.
Okay.
It had 7 seasons, apparently.
7? Damn.
From 2006 to 2012, which does add up to the timeline.
Oh, fuck yeah. Star Fragment.
That's wild.
Damn, Man Tracker story.
The actual show Man Tracker, you know, it's like they're pretty much like in a state, right? And they have like days of travel ahead of them, but somehow the Man Tracker would always find them by like checking their footprints and like, you know, smells and like a movie villain, right?
Yeah.
Almost sort of like that.
And he's like,
and they would always find him.
So you would hope that he's good at his job.
and they're novices. Like the guy like tracks escaped prisoners, you know, and shit like that. That's his job. And random people obviously aren't good at like changing them up and going different places and like freaking them out or whatever. To think that a 5 and a 6-year-old and my dad were anywhere near that talented is a gross understatement, to say the least.
So you guys thought, what if we
did that?
Okay.
Yeah. But in a kind of in a park.
At least you got a good story out of it, right?
I remember it a lot. My mom remembers it, particularly being pissed at all of us, and Ethan remembers it. So I consider it more of a funny haha story, but at the time,
I'm sure it's one of those where like at the time that was a
at the
nightmare,
time,
but like afterwards you're kind of
yeah.
like, it's kind of funny.
Kind of epic that we didn't die, you know?
Yeah, for sure. For
Shit
sure.
could have gone poorly.
Absolutely could have gone fucking awfully.
Did you ever have like any, I'm not going to say incidents like that, but like camping stories or anything like that where some shit went wrong or whatever? Because I feel like anytime you go out into the woods or do any camping shit, something always goes wrong.
Yeah, a couple of them. I think that like this is like completely like different in terms of like severity.
Okay.
But like I don't know, there would just be times where we would be vibing in the camp because we go out and camp, you know, like most people do. And there would just be times, bro, where one time a tornado come through. And we like,
oh, really?
Yeah, we had to like pack up shit and like leave.
Damn. Yeah, I've never had that happen to me.
And that's like the wildest shit that's happened. Oh fuck, a blood moon. It's like the wildest shit that's happened for like camping.
Damn.
But
just a tornado like nearby or like coming your way?
like nearby that was like potentially coming our way. So like we made sure we were like, yeah, we need to go.
I had a thing where I was in the one and only time I've ever been to Disney World, right?
Mm.
And I was like a little bit older, like seven or 8. Oh, hey.
You're shitting me.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, oh pal.
You're shitting me. Continue.
I didn't know he was in here. Oh, yeah, so I was 7 or whatever, 7 or 8, a little bit older. Ethan was like a year or 2 older. It was his first time in Disney World. And, you know, we had gone to a couple of the parks and everything like that. But the one Ethan was really looking forward to was Epcot.
Yeah.
Really, really wanted to go to Epcot. Because I guess it had, like, E in it.
Mhm.
And there's an E in Ethan. So he's like, I want to go to that one. I'm like, okay, whatever, sure. So we head there one day. We did, like, MGM first, I believe. And then Epcot was, like, day 2 or day 3. And so we head there. And we do the Soarin' thing, I believe that's what it's called.
Soarin',
We do that
Soarin'.
ride.
Yeah.
I loved it. Had a great time. But then we got off, and I was starting to feel wheezy, like weak, kinda. And we had no idea like what it was, if it was the ride or what it was. And then my mom's just trying to figure it out. She's asking questions. We eventually go back to the hotel, right? And she eventually asked me, Aden, have you eaten today? And I'm like, no. Well, it's like, well, no shit, you feel weak.
Yeah.
You hadn't eaten any food at all, and you could be going on theme park rides with an empty stomach. Of course you're not feeling well. And so we just stayed in the hotel the rest of the day.
That's
No shit. Like, we didn't go on any more things that day. Ethan was pissed, rightfully so.
Yeah, like that.
And I was totally fine after eating a sandwich, right? But they wanted to be sure nothing bad would have happened. So we just stayed in the hotel the rest of the day.
Shit.
Which
Yeah.
is unfortunate.
That kind of shit does be that kind of shit do be happening though. I know how that is. I felt kind of bad one time because I got a migraine at Disney World the first time we went, and like that was a little shitty. And you kind of feel bad because my family decided to stay in the room with me. It's like I felt bad because I was like that. It was sweet of them, but I was like, you kind of wasting your day. And then I didn't feel good that they were wasting their day because of me too. I was like, you guys can go. I'm okay.
I'll be fine. A migraine,
I ended up joining them, and we had like a half day in the park. So
Yeah,
that
that's
was cool.
We maybe had an hour, and then I
Yeah.
was just watching Disney Channel, I believe, some Kim Possible shit for the rest of the day. And we did end up doing the other 3 parks, though, and we had full days of them.
So you never got
since
to
then,
finish Epcot?
No, I never went
That's
back. I
unfortunate.
haven't to this day. Never gone back.
Epcot's like my favorite park.
I've heard, we had like a DVD, I believe, of like showing off all the parks or whatever, so we'd get hyped about all these things we were gonna do. And then Epcot was just one of those things where we didn't really do it because I just hadn't eaten, so it was unfortunate. But no, I'd love to go back.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to the California one as well.
I'm hyped. We're supposed to go this year. That might not happen, with the coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
But we might still go. So that'll be exciting. But I really enjoyed Epcot. It's like my favorite park. So if you didn't notice, because we were deep in discussion, we beat that shit. We dominated.
Yay!
Completely by luck too. I had no idea.
Worried.
Dude, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I'm gonna be completely transparent with you.
We were wandering around.
no
We were
clue.
going places. We saw the Hinox. And I'm like, oh god.
This could have
What's
been
happening?
this could have been one of the longest episodes we've ever recorded, and turns out it's not at all.
Yeah. We did well for ourselves. And we had the Inigo bit and the man tracker discussion. And Disney World as well.
Yeah.
All in one.
So that was pretty awesome. I'm very happy with this episode. We got a shrine done.
Yeah.
I got to show
This
off one
is
of the
true.
more cooler parts of the game that not a lot of people know about.
I didn't know about that at all. I'm glad we got to show off this area in
I
general.
don't remember if Typhlo becomes lit again. It might.
If it just stays dark, you gotta find your way out.
Yeah, it's still dark. But this is just a really eerie location. But
It
damn.
would totally not be hard if like it was bright out or whatever.
Yeah.
But thankfully.
It's a really
They had a little
awesome-
bit unique.
I actually really like that shrine. And I try to do it every time I play, but that's one that's hard to watch walkthroughs on too. Because it's like
Oh, I imagine.
it's like hard
It's
to
luck.
follow them. So like it's really just luck if I make sure to get there in a reasonable amount of time, and we did. Like granted, you could probably look at an area where the shrine is, right, and then try and
Put
get
the
there.
marker there.
But like even that's difficult. So there we
Should
go.
be wandering around.
So as far as next episode goes, who the fuck knows? Not me. So
I
we'll
don't
see
know.
you in that next episode of Breath of the Wild. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great day. Go ahead and hit that like button if you've ever gotten lost at Disney World. And comment down below an interesting thing that happened when you were camping or with your parents and then it didn't go well. Because I'm interested.
Childhood torment are our favorite stories. Any of those you have specifically.
And then
Be very epic.
We'll see you in the next episode of Breath of the Wild.
Peace.